One of the issues of using Raptor liner is what do you do for touch-up? You don't want to mix an entire bottle for a couple of missed spots like you see here on my tractor. I don't want to do a whole bottle. I need maybe 100 milliliters. So I took an old Walmart water bottle and marked off 100 milliliters, 75 for black and 25 for white using water. Let me show you how that looks on paper. Dark gray is 3 parts black and 1 part white. And for a larger project, that's pretty easy. That would be 3 bottles of black and 1 bottle of white. And for my tractor, I multiplied that by 2. But I don't need that much. I just want maybe 100 milliliters. So 25 milliliters of white and 75 milliliters of black would make the same color. That'd give me 100 milliliters. But then how much hardener would I use? Well, for a standard bottle of 750 milliliters, it's 250 milliliters of hardener. So this is a proportion. Multiply 250 times 100. That gives you 25,000. And then divide it by 750, and that'll give you how many milliliters of hardener you need. So let's do the math here. Again, 25,000 divided by 750 gives you 33.3 milliliters. Yeah, I used a calculator. But anyway, that's all I need with 100 milliliters. So we're going to measure that out. Again, 250 milliliters of hardener on a standard bottle with 750 milliliters of liner is proportional to 33 milliliters of hardener with only 100 milliliters of Raptor liner. And there I've measured out 75 milliliters of black. I'm going to put in 25 milliliters of white to get that color that I want. Try not to hit the sides. This stuff just sticks. And I want to be able to see if the line is about right at the bottom. Again, I pre-measured the lines with just plain water. And then the bottle dried it out. Now with the Raptor liner, I can see how much to pour. 3-to-1. Let's see if we can get a little more white in there. I think we have just about 100 milliliters in there now. And I do use a reducer, and I did the same proportion and figured out with this 100 milliliters of liner, I only need 6 milliliters of reducer, because I like to get a lighter texture. It's not required, but that's what I like it to look like when it's done. So I'm going to mix that up really well. Get that white and black to mix together. Now, if you're going to do this with regular paint, it's about 80 milliliters of paint to 1 bottle. And again, if I only had 100 milliliters of liner, that's about 10 milliliters, 10.6 milliliters of paint that you'd put. Look, matched up pretty well. I'm satisfied with that. Now, I mixed the paint the night before, or the liner and the but not the hardener. I waited till the next day, and you don't want to put that in until you're ready to go. So again, it was 33.3. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, close enough. I just used a little cup that you'd measure Benadryl or something. That's 33 milliliters. We're going to add that to the bottle. And you get about 45 minutes to an hour before that's pretty hard. So kind of got a timer starting, but we got plenty of time to get this 100 milliliters put on that tractor where I missed a couple spots. Let's mix it up really well. Now you're thinking, well, that's not the same bottle. It's not going to tighten onto that sprayer, and you would be correct. So what I'm going to do is just put it on with some duct tape. Pulled out 3 pieces All you have to do is make sure that it goes into the piping there, and that's not going to be an issue. I'll mix it up one last time. If you look at the top of that lid next to that sprayer, you can see that, yeah, I matched it up. Seems to be exactly the same color. So again, that water bottle, I mean, you could use a Gatorade bottle or you know, I don't know, even a water bottle would probably work. It's a little short, but the duct tape will hold it in place. I'm going to put a couple pieces on there. Make sure that it's secure. I don't want it coming off when I'm spraying. Not an issue, I assure you. We'll take that last piece and just kind of go across the top. Just a temporary solution. But again, I didn't have to use an entire bottle of Raptor liner. And as you can see, it's spraying out just fine. Now this is early in the morning. I apologize. You can't really see too well in there with the camera. But you get the idea. I'm going to cover that mark just fine with 100 milliliters of Raptor liner. And there is some footage of what it looks like. I'm going to move that bar out of the way. You can see where I'd missed is just fine, and it's matched up perfectly. So there she is, my 41 tractor. And if I find some other areas that I missed, it's not going to be an issue. We'll get it done. But matched up perfectly, no problem. And I didn't have to use an entire bottle of Raptor liner. Well, what do you think? Like or subscribe. Rushton Works. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.